I'm gonna give him 10.
Okay, you have a warm up. Do your warm up on a piece of paper.
Wait, are you referring to the screen or like? Are you recording up? I don't look good today. So hold.
What up? What? Wait, it's looking at us? Oh, we don't have a paper?
Sunday.
Yeah, you do not have one for picture.
Okay, too much talking.
I didn't say
Warm up
paper.
out and a piece of paper out.
Pencil. I don't got a pencil. Hey.
Hey, best friend.
Cook.
Isaiah.
You already know. Hey,
I'm
Jerry.
good at everything.
Ray just said hell no.
Fuck you.
Ray said hell no.
That was it. What? You don't.
Ray said if he's in basketball class, he'll cook us. Ray, I said.
Christella, do you have an extra pencil?
Bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, y'all lucky I'm not.
She said wash your hands before you come in.
Hang on.
Be quiet. Sunday, can you pass me the pencil?
Huh? Wait, Derek's here?
Now pass it. Sunday. Right, Sunday. I can't do this stupid bullshit. Luciana, give us out. Throw it at her. That's not.
Why, bro? Handsome, bro.
Why?
What's up?
Yeah, what does that bowl do? The blue one.
Come here.
Yeah, let me smell it. Oh, really?
Ray. This pencil is
Really?
Here.
Ellison, can you be quiet? You're distracting me. Shit, I was like, I don't give a crap.
Are you sick?
Watch my grandpa's. Oh, hell no, boy. My girl, can you get it right?
Okay, going over your warm up. The first one says, what is the slope of a given line? First step, you need to solve for y.
So you gotta get rid of 4x?
Got to get rid of 4x.
What we do last week?
I have no clue.
Hey, we didn't do nothing. It was like notes. Yeah. We didn't even finish the notes.
I think we took notes over going from a table to graphing.
Anything with the grade?
I don't know what Coach Kent does.
Thank you, bro. You're welcome, bro.
Just email him. Okay, if I divide a negative by a negative, what does that turn out to be? Positive.
At this time, we're going to go ahead and list the whole. So go ahead and let students go to the next class period. We're going to list the whole. If the alarm goes off again, we're not evacuating. It's just tripping. So.
Okay, any questions off of this warm up?
What did I say? Did I say 4 over 5?
4 over 5, yes. Okay, get the yellow paper out. I don't know if we're going to finish the yellow paper or not today.
I have a question. Shit, man.
You're dividing -4 by -5.
Yeah, go divided by half.
Take this and
Okay, you should be on the yellow paper. The yellow paper is a review over everything we have done. So on the first one, it says the slope of a line is -2. So it gave me my slope. So write that down. And it says it contains a point, 5, -11. Well, 5, -11 is off the chart. So instead of using the graphing method, we're going to use our point slope. So remember, this is my point slope. Where it gives me my slope, it gives me my points. So I can go ahead and fill it all in. Wait, that just didn't staple. Yes, it just didn't staple. If I minus a negative, it turns into a what? Positive.
right here.
So we just simplified our point slope form. So go ahead and fill that in on your point slope form. I'm going to make mine a top because I'm writing big. And you use your point slope form to go to your slope intercept form. We need our slope intercept form to graph. So first up, we need to distribute that -2 on the inside. So bring down your left side and distribute that -2 on the inside. So that's -2 times x and -2 times -5. Now we need to get y all by itself. So we need to subtract 11. So that leaves us with y equals -2x minus 1. So now we have my slope, and now we have a y-intercept. If we have a slope and y-intercept, we can plot. So my y-intercept is -1. And we can plot that. So there's my -1. With my slope is the same thing as saying -2/1, which tells me I need to go down 2, right 1. So I'm going to go down 2, right 1. Down 2, right 1. we can also go in reverse. So think about it this way. Here, I went up 2, right, left 1, so I can go up 2, left 1.
What's the last part?
So here, you can go down 2, right 1. You can also go up 2, left 1 to get the last point. Why am I doing that? We need to get our x-intercept. Our x-intercept lays perfectly in between -1 and 0. It's exactly in the middle. So what number is in the middle of -1 and 0? -0.5. So all I'm doing now is taking the points we plotted and putting them on the table. This point right here, no, you don't need to do the arrow. I'm just showing you where my points are. This point right here is -1, 1. This point right here is 0, -1. This point right here is 1, -3. And this point right here is 2, -5. So now let's make sure, just check ourselves, make sure our slopes are still the same. On our x's, we are adding 1 to get our next number. And on our y's, we are subtracting 2. So my slope stayed constant. We're about to get to that. I'm doing that at the very end. Okay, I'm going to zoom out so we can hit the last portion. The last part says in standard form. If you don't remember what standard form, this is standard form. We need to get my x to the other side. So we need to do the opposite of the sign as given. So we're going to add 2x to both sides. So this gives me 2x, my y is positive, equals -1. So that's my standard form, 2x plus y equals -1. Okay, on number two, they gave you the function y equals -3x plus 1, and they gave you your x values. So I'm taking these x values and I'm just writing them down. To find our y, we're taking these x's and we're replacing that x and simplifying. So for the first one, it says -3 times your x plus 1. So that gives me 10. So I have a coordinate, I have a point at -3, 10. So all I did was take this -3 and put it in place for my x. So on the okay, so this plot is -1, 4. If I plug in 0, that gives me 1. If I plug in 1, it gives me -2. If I plug in 2, it gives me -5. And if I plug in 3, it gives me -8. So with my horrible line, this is the way you can do it with the table. So instead of plotting your y-intercept and then your slope, you can do it the table method. Any questions on number 2? Okay, hitting number 3. On number 3, it says y equals 1/3 x minus 7. It gives you your slope and it gives you your y-intercept. So your slope is always connected to your x. My y-intercept is always afterwards.
Is that 1/3?
Yes. So if we want to plot it using our y-intercept and our slope, our first step we're going to do is plot our y-intercept. The second step we're going to do is use our slope. So look at your slope. Our slope is 1/3, so that tells me I'm going to go up 1, right 3. So up 1, right 3, up 1, right 3. So then I can connect the lines. So that leads us to question 4. Question 4 says, graph above the equation of a line parallel. So parallel, what do we know about parallel slopes? They are what? The same. So they have the same slopes. I'm going to use a different color. So we have the same slope. Think about it. Think about a railroad track. This right here is a railroad track. They are the same slopes. They will never cross. They will never intersect. So if we're our same slope, we have a slope of 1/3 because it's the same as above. And it also gave me the point 0, -4. Is that my x-intercept or y-intercept? Is the number besides 0 on our x or y? On our y. So they gave us our y-intercept of -4. So again, plot our y-intercept. So we're going to plot 0, -4.
Wait, which one you got? 4?
We're using the same one.
Oh, so it's right on its own.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
And then it says go up 1, right 3. So up 1, right 3. So they're parallel, they will never touch. Okay, I'm going to zoom out and go to question 5. Question 5, they gave it to us in standard form, but we don't want it in standard form. We need it in slope-intercept form. So we need to solve for y. So first up, get that 2x to the other side. Oh. How do I get y all by itself?
Why are you drawing on my desk?
Yes. Right.
Barrel.
So you do the inverse operation. So we need to divide by -5. I'm going to put it on the side because I don't have room. So that gives you y equals. This turns into a positive 2/5, and this turns into a positive 2.
Well, if your friend ever comes back, maybe. If you are. But he looks like he's not coming back, so we might be. Shh. Nobody said to talk.
So plot your y-intercept. Go ahead and plot your y-intercept. Okay, now use your slope 2/5. This tells you to go up to right 5. So go up to right 5. So you should end at the very corner. I don't know how to describe that. So that leads us to question 6. Question 6 says, graph above the equation of the line perpendicular. If we are perpendicular, we are opposite reciprocal. So you take your slope from above, you change its sign, and you flip the numbers. So opposite reciprocal, take the numbers, change its sign, and do the bottom and top and flip them. So the bottom now becomes the top now becomes the bottom. So they gave me my slope, and they gave me a 0.04. Because perpendicular means you need to do the opposite sign. So you just change its sign. Well, whenever you flip it, so this is a positive, so now my big has to become a negative. So perpendicular means you're flipping the numbers and changing the sign. And then it gave you your y-intercept. So plot your y-intercept.
What were you doing?
Taking
What?
So plot your y-intercept.
Get that down to the office. Who's showing you?
Me? Oh, me.
No, he was next.
Even if you wrote on the table.
Now plot your slope. So down 5, right 2. Down 5, right 2.
Wait a minute, I'm going. Where did we start at? We started 5?
0, 4.
0.
And you're going to go down 5, right 2. And then down 5 again, right 2. Okay, that leads us to question 7. I'm going to show you the way I teach my kids. It says x equals -2. Well, we have an x and y line. So x equals y equals, just a plain number. Well, I say x comes before y like u comes before z. So because I'm an x equals line, I'm going to be an undefined slope. Because I'm an x equals line, I'm an undefined slope.
Did you put down B also?
Hmm?
Did you put down B?
B equals no. You'll see in a second.
Is that a 2?
What's a z?
Oh. That's how mine.
That's how I rent Macy's.